Thanks for getting up early with me and joining me live an hour earlier. Before we hop into this, if y'all would do me a favor, and the little arrow under the video, it's a share button. If you could send this over to a friend or share it on a page somewhere in a group, that would be great, just to let everybody know.
If your bread can't do this, oh, or this, yikes, then you need rich, pillowy Stonefire naan.
Okay, it stopped. Anywho, good morning. So I had my coffee, but my schedule is a little off, so we'll see how this goes. Everything you see in front of me is already listed up on my site. I have dropped the link in the chat, and it's also down in the description box. So if you see something you love, run over to my website, go ahead and grab it, put it in your cart, and check out, because just putting it in your cart does not guarantee that it's yours. And if y'all end up ordering something else within the next 24 hours, I will combine those orders together, refund any extra shipping. So I think those are the rules. If you were new here, let's go ahead and get into this haul. We did a lot this week. I had an estate clean out at the beginning of the week, and that stuff isn't even here in front of me. About half of it is listed up on my site already, so make sure you go back a few pages to check all that out. But what you see in front of me, we did a little bit of garage sailing. They unfortunately weren't super hot, so we ended up doing some thrifting as well. But I got a fun mix of things. I have some fun summer colors, some red, white, and blue. Found some really cool green glass, little pops of yellow, so it was giving summer vibes. All right, let's start off with these amazing spools. These were at one of the garage sales, and actually Alyssa found them, spotted them before I did, but of course I snagged them up. They were $5, and then the smaller ones were $3. So I spent up a little bit for them, but I can usually get a good amount from them. We've got $9.95 on the small one, $14.95 on the tall chippy yellow one. That yellow is perfection. And then the plain one here is massive. It is $15.95. And I love using these as little risers in my vignettes. You can put things on top of them like a candlestick. And they just add a fun texture with the thread and then the round tops. Good morning, Shelly. Kendra's here and Alyssa's here. Hey, ladies. All right, I grabbed these bunnies from one of the garage sales. It was $2 for both of them, and they had some really outdated like ribbon and floral tied around their necks. So I went ahead and just popped that off. You can see a little bit of the glue left. And these say read description next to them in the listing. So when that happens, make sure you read through and see what I'm going to do to them. I'm actually going to paint and decoupage these, so they'll be super cute. I paid $2 for the set, and they will be $19.95 after they are all said and done. What kind of decoupage paper y'all think I should use on them? I was thinking flowers would be cute. Teresa's here. Hey, Teresa, I sent something out to you, ma'am. Yesterday, we did a ton of shipping this week, too. This cheese box. This is going to be really hard to get rid of. I'm not even going to lie, but I did go ahead and list it. I paid $2 for this, and it's up at $12.95. Look at the gorgeous colors on that. This would be perfect, actually, for Christmas. But since it's a wood, it is great all year round. Wilson certified, net weight 5 pounds. It's got some great patina on it. Wilson and Company, General Offices, Chicago, Illinois. Brick blended with American. I love old advertising. Hey, Debbie's here. Good morning. Okay, I paid up on this. I did. We were at Major Thrift after, I don't even know, all the shopping ran together this week. We had to shop a lot to get just this small amount. It was slim pickings. Anyways, $10 on this cloche. I know. That's a lot, but it's as big as my head. It's got a great little bell shape to it, which makes it easier to put things underneath. And the top of it here is relatively flat. So if y'all wanted to even add a little like wood finial or something, little E6000, that would be amazing. I am going to add a hand cut wooden base to this one. It will be $44.95 once it is all said and done. Alyssa is going to take me to an auction after this, I think. I think we're still gonna go. It'll be my first auction ever. I listed up some antique sewing drawers earlier this week and they sold really quickly. I think there's one of those left. And then I found this one for only $3 at God's Storehouse. It had some really ugly flowers in it, so I just pulled those out, but it was only $3, so I picked it up, and I have it up, I do believe, at $14.95. It's a really pretty warm wood tone. Nice little hardware on it. And then it's got this fun plaque on the side. So if you wanted to stencil that up, that would be a great way to stencil it. And then also somebody had a hanger on it at one point. So nice little sewing. I don't find those a lot thrifting, those sewing drawers. This came from one of the garage sales. I paid $1 for it. It's up at $12.95 because look at that advertising. I think it was a single-handed sifter at one point or something. It doesn't really work anymore, but it's great for decor. Overbrook Farmers Union Co-op Association, dealers in flour, feed, grain, seeds, and coal, fencing of all kinds, compliments of. So at one point in time, that co-op was giving these out as little like advertisement thank you gifts. So stinking cute. And Overbrook is not far from Topeka here. Love the patina on this. All right, another thing I paid up for, I spent a little bit of money this week, but elephants are very popular. I sell a lot of them, and this is a cast iron elephant bank. It's in great condition. There's a screw right here where you unscrew it to get it open and get your money out. He is pretty great. I looked him up online. They were going for upwards of $100, which is a lot. I paid $20 on him. So again, I did pay up. I have them listed up at just $64.95. So if you're an elephant lover or a cast iron or bank reseller, there's still a little bit of room there. What kind of animals do y'all want me to hunt for? I'm done picking up a lot of ducks. As there's a duck right here. But I have a bajillion ducks in inventory. I think I'm gonna have to do a duck sale. I love ducks, but they've slowed down. So I need a new animal. What do you want me, what do you want me to hunt for? All right, these are threshold candle holders. These came from God's Storehouse as well. $5 on the big one, $4 on the little one. They are in great shape. This one's missing the metal on the top. So I decided I would go ahead and upcycle them a bit. I will hand cut some nice wood rounds for these. And then I'm going to do a chippy milk paint on these too because they just have some really great shapes to them. They're kind of shiny, so maybe not milk paint. Maybe I'll just do a distressed DIY paint. We'll see. But I couldn't pass them up. I like the wood color of them too. I don't know. Bree the animal hunter. That's so funny. I would never hunt in real life, FYI. Not my jam. If that's your jam, that's totally fine. I get why people do it. I can't even fish. These are adorable little hand-turned candlesticks. Also came from God's Storehouse. I keep getting the two stores confused. And they were $2.50 each. So I paid $5 on the set, and they're up at $19.95. And I think I have one more on my site that is about this dark wood color. So if you wanted to make a set of 3, you could do that as well. All righty. So if you're catching the replay, I know I'm asking a lot of questions this morning. If you're catching the replay, let me know what you think about this 9 o'clock time. Many people said that would be great. We can scooch it up, but that does put it pretty early over on the West Coast. So if 7's too early over there, y'all let me know. We can adjust. I just thought this might be better. All right, let's look at this piece of green glass. It says juice on one side, water on the other. Looked these up online. They were pretty pricey. I got this at a garage sale. I believe I paid $4 for it. And I have it up at $24.95. Let me know if you remember these. And why does it say juice on one side and water on the other? Were these like refrigerator jars where you just stored things? I'm not sure. This bottle is really cool as well. Hey, good morning, Barbara. I paid $2 on it. It's $12.95, and it says the reliable old-time preparation for home use, prepared by Dr. Peter Farney and Sons Company, Chicago, Illinois. So it's got great advertisement, which is kind of hard to get on the pictures sometimes. On these clear glass bottles, at least. And it's got that kind of that rainbowy tint to it. Very, very pretty. This would look great with like a propagating plant in it. These I actually picked up from Elena's stepmom. her dad's neighborhood was having a sale, and they were having a garage sale as well. And they're pewter. I don't find a lot of pewter, so I was excited. There was $1 for the pair, and I have them up at $10.95. They've got some really great patina on them. I would say if I had to choose, I would say I like pewter more than tarnished silver. To each their own. I think it feels more industrial to me, as where tarnished silver feels a little more like shabby or French country. We stopped by Goodwill, Alyssa and I, because prices have been a little better. It was kind of a bust. There wasn't a lot of stuff. She did find a couple of things, and I was going to walk out empty-handed. I turned around, though, and I saw this, and at $4, I couldn't pass it up. This bad boy is sturdy. But I just love the idea of these like old-fashioned flashlights or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, put a candle on here and you can walk around with this. There's another little like holder right here. I guess maybe just another way to hold it and be comfortable. But it all unscrews. It's really well made. Anywho, $14.95. I did pick it up. And I didn't walk out of Goodwill empty-handed. Alrighty. These were another Alyssa find at Major Thrift. Super cute. Dachshund creamers. They're $11.95 each, and I paid $3. He's so cute. I wish I could have found a blue one, but I don't know. Nobody really needs 3 dog creamers, right? So stinky cute. My friend Kim has a bunch of weenie dogs, so I'm wondering if she's going to want these. I didn't bring in enough boxes. I ran out to get these right before I went live, and I didn't get enough. Alyssa also found these. Guys, I don't even know why I shop anymore. She's fast, though. She walks into the thrift store, and she's just like, gone. Super cute. They are made in China, so they're not super old, but they are metal. Salt and pepper shakers. 4th of July is coming up, of course, and then the bottoms of them just pop off, so they're really easy to fill and clean. Good condition, still working. $12.95. Does anybody entertain for the 4th of July? Those would be cute on a table. Tarnished silver looks dirty, not really chippy and old. I get that, yeah. Okay, so Pillar is in California. Pillar O, what is your name, dear? And said 7 a.m. is the perfect time for a live. So we're going to keep rolling with this. I've only got about 40 people on, so if y'all can keep sharing it out, I would appreciate it. We'll have to spread the word that we're scooching it up. But people just get so busy in the summer, you know, and it's nice out by 11. Okay, mini chair. Always pick these up when I see them, especially rockers. $2 on this one, and it is up at $10.95. It's perfect little wood color, so I decided I'm not going to paint this one. Hey, Jones on, good morning. My friends are popping on. And after I do this haul today, since it's a little bit smaller, we're going to paint a couple things too. This adorable, unique cloche. I have never found one quite this size or shape. It's got some like little extra detailing here around the bottom. And that kind of like bubbly knob to the top of it. Obviously, this base was already made for it. I'm going to sell it just as is. I will get all of this sticky tape stuff off with some lemon oil for you. It was $2.99 and it's up at $16.95. Perfect mid-size cloche. Okay, what do we think about these? I almost passed, but I had some straw hats a while back, like little wickery straw hats that sold so quick. So I decided to pick these up, and I also decided to split the set, which I don't usually do. But for some reason, I just was thinking that somebody didn't need 3 lace hats, and maybe we could spread the love of these because they're so pretty. But as I'm holding them up together, that's actually really pretty too. So we've got A, B, and then the little one is C. $19.95, $12.95, and $8.95. But these would be so cute, hanging off of like a little accordion wall hook, or in a shabby chic vignette. And I'm pretty sure like these are handmade. I don't know. I mean, there's no tags or anything. Anywho, they're darling. They don't actually fit on your head. So that's out of the question. I paid $6 for all 3 of them. If they don't sell individually, maybe I'll just set them back together. Good morning, Terry from Arkansas. I'm a neighbor. All right, I've got a chippy masher, perfect green handle. Paid $1 for that at a garage sale, and it is up at $8.95. I've got a few of these in stock right now with different color handles that would be really cute to lot them together in a vignette. And oh, this set of curated spoons is pretty fabulous, I must say. I did curate it, so I might be a little biased. I paid around $5 for all these spoons. They're up at $16.95. Let me just untape them and show you. There's some good patina on these. The scissors, or I guess not scissors, tongs, sorry. Don't usually find those. That one's a really good old antique shape. The 2 holes in that one is interesting. And then you throw in a tenderizer for some extra texture. It's got a great handle. Yes, please. I don't think I'll ever be over the wooden spoon thing. So this is Curated Set Q. If you want to search it up, I've got a lot of curated spoon sets. What's in Oklahoma? There's a song. I will refrain from singing it. I almost started. I won't. These beautiful brass frames came from a garage sale. They were 50 cents on the small ones, $1 for the big one. They're still in really good shape. The backs aren't velvet, but they are good shape. Working, hanging hardware. So 2 smaller ones, I believe they were 5 by 7. I did put it in the listing. And the bigger one is a 9 by 12. All of the backs are still in really great shape, and I just love that little brassy, lacy edge. Good morning, Ashley. No, I'm not ever going to get over the spoons. I like hunting for them. I don't know. One of those things. This was unmarked at Major Thrift, and they loved me there, so they gave it to me for 99 cents. It is up at $13.95, and I'm going to do some stenciling on it and add some floral. Floral projects and DIYs are one of my favorite things to do. They're very calming, like soothing, as to where sometimes painting projects can be, if they don't go well, can be a little bit of a headache. Yep, that's the song, Kendra. Thank you. You got it out of my system for me. $4 on this rolling pin. It was from a garage sale. It is older. It's got some good old fat handles on it. $4, and I have it up at $16.95. Ooh, Teresa found a frame like that, but I haven't used it. I think it would be really pretty with some botanicals in it. Hey, Sammy. Sammy's on, y'all. Unicorn Dust Designs is in the house. She said she loves this rolling pin. Isn't this gorgeous? I looked it up online. The marble rolling pins with the stands are around $50 new, which is kind of cray. There's no big like chips or cracks through this. I have found marble ones before that were kind of broken. And it's got the stand, which is absolutely gorgeous. I have mine listed up at $29.95. I think Sue has bought one of my marble rolling pins before. Is she on today? Yep. Snagged that up. It was $7 at Giving Tree. Cutie little basket here. Oval basket with a hinging lid. I've been trying to slow down on baskets. Trying. This one was a great shape. It is up at $8.95. I just sold one of these cute little copper scalloped votive holders, so I picked this one up. It was $1.50. It's also $8.95. Little cutie. My copper sales have picked back up too. So if I tell y'all I'm going to stop hunting for things, then you guys start buying them again, which is funny. I said something about spindles a couple weeks ago, and all of a sudden my spindle sales went nuts. I wish I could have found the rest of these. I thought it was a copper scoop, but on the handle here it says half cup. So obviously these are like a dry measuring cup. So sad, but I thought, hey, you know, one is better than zero. You could do ice scoop or something. $9.95. I'm calling it, I think, a mixed metal scoop. More wooden kitchen goodies. Paid $1 each on these. These honey dippers are adorable. And if y'all don't have one of these in with your spoons yet, get one. Same with the wooden juicers. This one's a little more modern, I think, actually. It says the Frugal Gourmet, but that could very easily be sanded off or just turned around. And eventually it will be old. They are $8.95 and $6.95. Barbara says the marble rolling pins are good for rolling very stretchy dough. See, I don't actually bake. I just like rolling pins. So good to know. I am not a beer drinker, and Father's Day I think is next weekend, but I might have some fellow beer drinkers, or you know, somebody who wants to give this like as a little man cave gift. Oh, women drink beer too. I just don't. Keep calm and drink beer. It says $2.50. It's up at $10.95. And even though I don't drink beer, I try to pick up things that I think will sell. Look at this. Have y'all ever seen a copper whisk? I haven't. And it is good patina. My table is farther back today than usual. I can hardly reach. Good patina on that. $8.95 on the whisk. That would look cute sticking up out of your crock as well. So Alyssa found this adorable little wooden crock. Has anybody seen a wooden one before? It's got a little metal handle here on it, and it's not actually hollow. It's only like hollow that far down, but you could put a couple little fake floral sprigs or something in it. It was $1 at Giving Tree, and I have it listed up at $9.95. Okay, so this duck also came from a garage sale. He was a couple dollars, and he's $8.95. He looks like wood, but he is resin. But I liked how weathered he was. And this would look really cute sitting on top of a book, just like this. Boop. I've been going nuts for the black Bibles. I'm loving the way they're looking at the vintage pages. And they've been selling pretty well. I've got several up right now, but I picked these two up at a garage sale. She charged me $5 for 3 books. Hey, Dee Dee. You said you're late, but remember, we're going early. We're going an hour earlier this week, so. $5 for 3 books. I kept the third one. Let me see. It's right here. I'll show you. Jeez Louise, watch out. Sorry if that was loud. I got excited. Here's the third book. Totally falling apart. But I could not pass up this. And it's over here on my industrial shelves. Okie dokie. A few more things. So it's a pretty small haul. Like I said, we really had to hunt this week. $5 cloche. I usually prefer to pay like $2 or $3, but I knew I needed some stuff for this haul. So I picked it up, and I had the perfect piece of wood already out in the garage, which means I don't have to do any work, which makes the price not so bad. Very, very cute little setup here, $24.95. This is like cloche with dark wood base, I believe. If anybody needs specific links, let me know. I'm going to drop the link to the collection since I've got some more people just hopping on. There we go. Ooh, this one might be my favorite find of the week. I'm not sure how one is able to let baking soda sit out without it getting ruined, though. Like, what do y'all think? I feel like if there was just baking soda hanging on the wall, it would get all icky. That color, though, the little bit of chippiness on the enamel, absolutely in love. Excuse me, I paid $4.50 for this at Giving Tree. I'm sorry, got Storehouse, and I have it up at $16.95. I love chippy enamel. I never really see this blue color, though. Really nice cutting board. It does need cleaned up just a little bit. It just needs a bath. This was $5. It's still in great shape, and I have it up at $19.95. I have one like this in my personal collection that I use. These butterflies always sell well for me, the little wood and brass combination. There are 3 of them. And they are slightly bendable. You don't want to bend them too much, but a little bendable to like pop 3D off of your wall. So cute and vintage. Oh, Teresa says it absorbs odors, so you could use it as a room freshener. Gotcha. Isn't that cutting board pretty, Kendra? I could probably use a little sand and oil, but it's in really good shape. This cutting board, pretty cute, pretty vintage. I figured it would make a great DIY, but it's cute just the way it is, and you can also turn it around. So I listed it up just the way it is at $12.95. This one was $2. It's got a cute little leather hanger on it as well. This is a fun find too. I just sold one of these bed warmers not that long ago, so it was fun. I was happy to find another one. This one says Prince George Hotel, London. It's got the little handle right here to lift it. It's got some really great detail on it. Now, the only thing, some good patina up there. The only thing with this one, it is a little wobbly. But I yanked on it. It's not pulling out. But it could probably use a new screw. I feel like the little screw that's in here is just probably a little too short. It's kind of gotten stripped over time. Anyways, still in pretty darn good shape. I only paid $8 for it. It's up at $59.95. Once I saw the plaque here with Prince George Hotel London, I was like, oh, I've got to out of the way. 2 more things and then we'll do a little painting. So 4th of July colors on my mind. $2 on this red mason jar. I have it up at $12.95. It's not a super old one, but it is pretty. And it's got the flower frog top. You can see the bottom of it's clear too. So it looks like it's not even actually red glass. It's probably just like painted on the inside. So I didn't charge much. $12.95 since it's not super old. And then this little opalescent vase, I love like when it's like white and rainbowy like that. Especially for you. It's not really marked on the bottom, but I thought that was pretty too. Okie dokie. So the things we're gonna paint today, I actually thrifted this week as well. $4.50 on this one and $3.50 on this one. These little iron salvage pieces always sell really well for me, but they usually look a little like dark and outdated, so we can always paint them up, a little wax, brighten them up, modernize them up, and make them so much easier, cooler, really easily. Paige is here, and she's ordering more spindles. Hey girl, I just put some new spindles up yesterday, some really cute ones. Oh my goodness. Kendra went to high school with Debbie? What a small world. And then Debbie, did you see the red jar? I just showed that. Okay, just making sure I'm caught up on comments here. What a small world. So I've got some pretty neutral colors here today since we've got so much other color going on in our thrift haul. I've grabbed crinoline and black velvet. And I thought I would do this darker one. Hey, Christina, good morning. I figured I'd do this darker one with crinoline and we can wet distress back these beautiful details. Oh, darn it, Kendra. I got excited. Okay. Ignore me. Like I said, it's early. How funny would that be, though? So crinoline is a beautiful color, and I honestly did not use it. I would say probably for the first year or so that I carried DIY paint, because I thought it was going to be more yellow than I would like, but it really doesn't pull yellow at all. It's a great neutral. That's funny. DIY paint, I think most of you that I have on here know all about it, but it's a clay-based paint. It's very, very thick and it's highly pigmented, which makes the coverage on it like, mwah, amazing. And then you pair it with a DIY brush. Unbelievable. So I'm using the Perfectionist today, and this is a great brush for details. It's got a pointed tip on it that gets down in those little crevices. Great. And look at the coverage of the white over the dark with just that first coat. Love it. Quite a few of you I have on either have ordered the paint from me or have talked about using the paint. Does it have an odor? So Debbie, I think that it smells like clay, like earth, like mud. Now, if you are dipping your brush repeatedly into your container like I am, a dirty brush, you can end up contaminating it since there's no preservatives in there, and it can get stinky. But the good news is if it does happen, you can still use it, and when it dries, it doesn't stink anymore. But does it have an odor? Usually, no. It smells like earth, like dirt. And actually, when I paint a piece of furniture, either like in my garage or in a bedroom, you know, and I get it done and it's late at night and I'm going to let it dry overnight. And then the next morning I walk into that room or I walk out into the garage, the smell of the paint hits you and it's like, it's good. Like a freshly painted piece of furniture. In my opinion, there's nothing like it. Can y'all tell I miss painting furniture? I don't paint near as much as I used to. I just got a huge marketplace haul of wood signs, wood cheese boxes, frames, 29 items for $33. That is a major score. And y'all, I don't ever hunt marketplace anymore. To be honest, I just, it can be a great thing, but man, sometimes it can be a pain in the butt trying to schedule meetups and stuff. Be a time suck, but I'm glad that you got an amazing haul. I was hoping really that like garage sales were going to be amazing this year. And they really unfortunately haven't been. Makes me sad. That's okay. It's early. It's only June, what, 10th? 9th? 10th? Yeah. All right. Let me find my heat gun. Oh, amazing, Paige. Well, you're probably going to be hooked now. I used to do a little bit of selling on Marketplace, and I think that's what got me annoyed. It's like, you know, people would want to buy things, and then they wouldn't show up or whatever. Debbie just asked, have I considered Whatnot? And that's funny, Debbie, because I actually applied yesterday to be a seller on Whatnot. If y'all haven't heard of Whatnot, it's like an auction site, a live auction site. My friend Julie does it, and she actually messaged me the other day. It was like, girl, why aren't you doing Whatnot? And I was like, what's Whatnot? And she told me about it. I went and checked it out, and I actually applied. It's fun. Y'all could download the app and check it out. Julie from Julie's Designs and Signs has a Whatnot And her auctions are fun. Like, it's her face and it's her showing the things. And then sometimes I watch some of them and like it's just like, you know, like a sheet and the item and somebody talking. And I'm like, that's boring. I want to see your face. I want to see how excited you are about your junk. But it's pretty cool. I haven't really checked into it too much besides the selling aspect. I need to go watch some more lives. Okay. This is going to be hot. Oh, not too bad. I was like, don't burn yourself on your live. Look at that coverage with just one coat. Pretty darn amazing. Hey, Debbie, that's my girl. Well, she sure did. Thank you so much. I love y'all. Okay, I brought a towel. So we don't have perfect coverage on this. I'm going to be doing some distressing, but it's a little streaky. So let me I'm just going to do like what I call like a half coat. I'm just kind of touching up the high points and making sure it doesn't look streaky. It doesn't have to be perfect when you're distressing, and I have a hard time with that. Sometimes I want to paint it all perfectly knowing I'm about to just wipe half that paint off, and I'm just wasting my paint. That's awesome, Paige. I am very happy for you. It's a great way to make connections in your town, the marketplace. And Paige, look what I got. My little vacuum. I don't have anything to vacuum up today. Maybe I'll have to make a mess. My kid's obsessed, by the way. Okay, so now we've got good coverage on it. And I'm just going to do a little wet distressing. Most of y'all probably know that the DIY paint is water soluble. So until you seal it up, a wet rag will take that paint right back off. Oh yeah, we played with it for like 15 minutes. I was like, okay, we got to stop. We're going to break it. And then once I have my rag wet, I'll just rub over the high points, wipe back a little bit of that paint over the details. Super easy. And that just brought this so much more modern. And you can also just see the beautiful details in it so much better than when it's all one dark color. Now this does have 2 holes in it, so you could attach this to a piece of wood. You could put it straight onto your wall, or like add it to a piece of furniture even. How beautiful would that be? Sometimes I find these iron pieces and they don't have a way to hang them. I usually pass on those. Sometimes it just depends how cool they are, because they also make fun shelf sitters. You just got to make sure they're not going to fall because they're heavy. Don't want to drop these on your foot. Ta-da! What a fast, quick makeover, right? Kendra, take the ladybug. It's adorable. New life to a dull piece. You're so right. So now we're going to hit it with just a little bit of clear wax. Seal that paint up. I've just got a chip brush. I'll just work it down into all the details. Oh, sorry. I don't have a cheese box. I'm trying to chat with everybody in the live chat. If you're watching the replay and you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about, you can push the little live chat button underneath the video and you can see what we're rambling on about. Okay, and then I was thinking I'd put a little dark wax on this too. I don't use a lot of dark wax. So I've got a coat of clear wax, say that 10 times fast, on there already, which is going to provide a little barrier before I put down this dark wax. That's going to help me be able to wipe it back a little easier and control it. That way it doesn't end up looking dirty. Obviously I need to clean out that drawer. If I didn't put down the clear wax first, that dark wax would absorb really quickly into the crinoline paint and could make it a lot darker than I wanted. I'm just going to do a little tiny bit here on my chip brush, and I'm going to work it down into my low points, little section at a time, and then wipe it back pretty quickly. And I think that makes it just look that much more aged, like salvage. That feels a little too dark to you and you don't end up liking it either, you can always take a little clear wax over and end up wiping back some of that dark, like an eraser. There, oops, sorry, up my nose. Love. See, I like the black wax better. A lot of times I don't like dark wax. It just feels like dirty or like fake distress to me, or it'll look streaky. But with crinoline, since it's not white, it's a good combination. I use it a lot with crinoline, also sandy blonde and faded burlap. I like to use the brown wax. A lot of the times I'll use the black though. Love, love. And these are already listed up. It does say read description in them that they're going to be painted. And then once I'm done being live today, I will update the pictures if they haven't sold. All right, I love it. What are y'all up to the rest of the day? I think Alyssa isn't talking anymore, so she's probably heading over here soon. I think we're gonna go to an auction. And then it's gonna rain, so I have a ton of content. I'm gonna sit down and get cozy on my couch and edit my butt off. I love that. That's so much better. I'm the best multitasker you've ever seen. Thanks, girl. Oh my goodness. You know, I would say I'm not laughing at you. Sometimes I just feel like a crazy person. So I hope it's not a touchy subject for anybody, and I'm not trying to be rude in any way. I have never been diagnosed or anything, but I do think that I have like some ADHD or ADD or something. I'm just the way my brain works and what I've seen, and you know, never been diagnosed. Some days it serves me well, and I think that's why I can multitask. Some days it does not serve me well. That's a good joke, says Alyssa. Okay, she's still here. That's what I'm saying, girl. Alyssa knows. It's okay. You're funny. You have to get rid of a full tote of stuff. Girl, get rid of it. Donate it. Put it by the curb. It feels so good. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Kendra. Okay, so on this red one, I'm going to go black. I'm going to paint it black, and we're going to use a little bit of gold wax. We're going to get moody. This is black velvet. DIY has two blacks. They have little black dress and black velvet. Black velvet is more, it appears more matte, a little more like a chalkboard or a dusty black, as where little black dress is more of a true black. And I've got the little dipper this time. I've only got one of each of these brushes for myself. I need to spoil myself and pull one more of each out of stock, but this one does pretty good getting down into those little details too. And Debbie made these little dipper brushes to fit really nicely into her 8-ounce containers, and then also her wax containers. They fit into them as well. But I'm not using my nice brushes for wax. I don't know about y'all. I ain't got it like that. And I hate cleaning wax brushes. I think we're gonna get 1 coat coverage on this bad boy. Nice, Paige. I love that. It's what I like to call free junk karma. When I get sick of stuff, or, you know, there's things, it's just like, they're in my way, whatever. I'm like, it's free junk karma, and you just get rid of it. You put it by the curb, you donate it, you give it to somebody in need, and then more free junk comes your way, or cheap junk. Over the weekend, last weekend, I listed up some flowers. So I've done a few collabs with a company called Rose Forever. They've got gorgeous flowers, but I had 3 of them, and it's like, I'm just running out of room for all these roses that last over a year. So I listed one up free on Marketplace. It's for anybody who, you know, who might need it to gift to somebody. And the sweet guy came and picked it up. He's going to give it to his wife. They have 3 kids, and he doesn't have a lot of money to spoil her, he said. And I was just like, oh. And that's the free junk karma right there. Debbie, I don't clean my wax brushes. I throw them away. Sometimes on my bigger ones, I do have like a couple that I use for furniture or whatever. Sometimes I'll just use Dawn Power Wash. They make specific brush cleaners. Even Debbie makes one. DIY Paint makes one. I should probably pull a few, or order a few and pull them into my inventory. Now that I'm a professional painter and all. Yes, Alyssa did get some brushes, and she's been painting with me. I'm getting her addicted to the paint, y'all. Okay, 1 coat coverage on that. Let me dry this one up. Very true. Kendra says, when you have nice, expensive brushes, you take better care of them. I agree. Ooh, Paige, man, she says she won't take good care of them. She's just going to ruin her good brushes. They're a game changer, I'm telling you. I get it, though. That was the very last thing I invested in. I got DIY paint. I ordered Sweet Pickins milk paint. I think I started carrying Jamie Ray's stuff before I ever even ordered the Klingon brushes. And I'm just like, oh, it's like, it's so expensive. But we're artists, and they're our tools. Oh, Kendra uses an old cut-up t-shirt to wax with. That's a genius idea. When I do furniture, I wax a lot more with a cloth than a brush. True statement. I can get lazy too, Paige. With these DIY brushes, you really can't do that. You should wash them out pretty much right away because the bristles are so fine and soft. So I don't blame you. All right, this is almost dry, and you'll see what I mean by kind of it being like a more like matte, not dark gray even, but it's just not a true black. Okay, I don't think we should distress the red back with the black. Personally, what do y'all think? See how it's not quite black? It's definitely velvety. That's why she calls it black velvet, I'm sure. Should we distress any of the red back? I was going to add gold to it. So I was thinking no red popping through, personally. I just wasn't really digging that red on here. There's like just a couple little spots I missed. Probably wouldn't have happened if I used the right brush. No red. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh my gosh, if I have black paint all over my face by the end of this, don't laugh at me. Needs white wax. We're going gold. Yeah. The only thing, I've done some black pieces with white wax. It's not, I don't know. Not really my jam. It turns kind of gray, I think. Maybe I need to try again. With this black velvet though, it might actually end up kind of looking like stone. White wax. Gold wax. Gold wax. Let's do gold. All right, I am going to clear the whole thing first because I want to seal up the paint. Just rubbing a little bit of gold on the high points is not going to seal all this black paint. And if it got wet or somebody tried to spot clean it, that black pigmented paint can be a mess. I like black and gold a lot. It's moody. Now this is pretty warm when I'm going to wax it, so be careful. If you're not in a hurry, let it cool down because this wax then instantly just like melts, which is fine. It will still seal, but if you rub too hard, it'll pull your paint off. And this right now, I'm just going on with some clear to seal up that paint. I can picture these attached to a piece of furniture, maybe like a footboard or a dresser drawer or something. It would really add some fun visual interest. Or just on a piece of salvaged wood hung above a door frame. How would y'all use these salvaged metal pieces? Making sure I haven't been on too long. All of a sudden I realized I hadn't looked at the time. We're doing great today. Next weekend, I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all so it has to actually happen. Alyssa's going to come over and go live with me next Saturday morning. It's probably going to be a stuff show. We'll have fun. We'll do some painting. We'll do some, I don't know what. We'll paint at least, if not something else. She's already painted a little bit now, so maybe we should try a transfer or some decoupage or something. Oh, I'm out of paper towels. I forgot. Okay, I'm just going to take this and kind of blot back any of that excess wax. I don't want to rub right now. Like I said, I'm afraid if I rub this hot metal, I'm going to pull the paint off. All right, Paige, well, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll put some final pictures of these up in community so you can check it out if you need to run. So a little shinier down in those low points still where the wax is a little bit heavier, but that's okay. It'll dry up just fine. But you see how that wax did darken the paint up with the DIY paint. Once you seal it, it's going to darken back up. And then over the next 24 hours or so, as it dries, it will kind of lighten back up. Goes through lots of changes. And then I just use my finger in this wax. I should probably not, but whatever. I should probably put some out on a plate. But I just stick my finger in there. Beautiful gold gilding wax. You don't need much. A little goes a very long way. And now I'm just going to take it and start rubbing it over those high points. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. The thing with this is I can get a little crazy. Like a little goes a long ways and it'll start looking really good and I'll get in the groove. And then sometimes I can do a little bit too much. So just be careful. You can use the clear wax as an eraser with this as well. If you got a little crazy, you could pull some off. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Here, let me come around here. So just a little tiny bit there on my fingers. That's just wet wax. That's not wet paint. You want to make sure your paint is all the way dry before you wax. Blend it out a little bit. And that DIY paint is just, or wax is so buttery smooth. It makes this so easy. I've never even tried another gilding wax, and I don't even care to. I'm that way with my paint brands too. I found a couple that I really loved right off the bat, and I really don't venture out too much. If it's not broke. So pretty. What do y'all think? Let me know if you've tried this gold yet. So two very different looks than what we started with. Yeah, it's similar to a rub and buff. I've heard, Barbara. I've never tried it before. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. I know that DIY waxes are VOC free, completely 100% all natural. I'm not sure if the rub and buff has any icky chemicals or anything in it. But a lot of times that's one of the biggest differences with the DIY waxes, is that they're all natural. I got a little bit too much there, so I just used a little clear and erased it. Woohoo, Paige. You'll have to tell me how you like it. We'll have to do some comparisons. All right, does anybody have any questions about the paint, the products, any of my finds this week? Do y'all need any links? If so, let me know now before I wrap this up. Oh yeah, Kendra says she just fell in love with Shipwrecked. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's so fun. It's a beautiful teal, like a verdigris wax. Have you tried it over the copper patina yet? Ta-da! Thank you. Alyssa says that looks amazing. Isn't that pretty? So different than what we started with. All right, y'all. Well, that is the projects for the week. Susie says, is the DIY paint comparable to Dixie Belle? I've never tried the Dixie Belle, so if somebody else could hop in the comments and let me know, or let Susie know, that would be great. Paige says, Shipwrecked is on the budget for next month. I love that. Yeah, Kendra, the patina. Kendra, private message me after this, and I'll send you some patina to try out if you would like to. There is copper and there is gold. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me, doing a little painting, doing a little checking out of my junk. Hope y'all have a great weekend. We'll stick with the 9 o'clock time next week as well. I will keep sending out reminders throughout the week on social media, but if y'all could tell your friends, hey, don't forget Bree's going live an hour earlier this summer, I would sure appreciate it. I'm going to go do a little bit of shopping and a whole lot of editing. Y'all have a great day. Bye, friends.